Dan Brown, number 16, Phillip Klaphake, number 12, Taylor Berger, and number 49, Bo Putrah. Let me know when you're set there. Well, so let's begin with a comment from Coach. Please kick things off, and then we'll take questions following Coach Underwood's statement.
Just a great game between two very, very good football programs, and certainly classy. Where both sides handled themselves today, and we're just excited to come away with the win today. And again, if you look in the NSIC conference, this is just another great matchup.
Okay, questions, please.
Phil, man, what can you say about this game? Have you been a part of something like this before? Maybe the Duluth game last year comes to mind, I guess.
We played in a lot of big games.
Yep.
We really have. And today, by no means, was any smaller than any of the biggest games I've ever played in my life. And, incredibly proud of how our team played and fought through that game. And that kid was a team we have the utmost amount of respect for. So to come out and play as well as we did today, it'll put it up there as one of my, if not the biggest game, one of the top games I've ever played in my life.
What was working offensively? I mean, zone read worked really well for you guys, obviously, but what did you see that you could take advantage of that defense?
At times, zone read did work. It did, and typically, since I've been here, it's been a good play for us, either with our running backs getting the ball or me getting opportunities to pull the ball. But at times today, Mankato did a great job of putting a lot of guys in the box, and then it came down to guys like Taylor over here and Dan making plays in one-on-one situations, and they did. And that's what you have to be able to do. If teams are going to put all the guys in the box, we take pride in being able to be balanced and being able to pass and run. And today we're just proud of the fact that we did a little bit of both.
Yep. Coach, last play, what was going through your mind?
Stay deep, something like that. And John Wolf's a great quarterback, and to keep a play alive that long, it's really hard to get everybody covered up for that amount of time. And so I saw our guys, when the play was happening, all I kept doing was watching the end zone to see how our guys would scramble, lock up with it, so they didn't get watching the quarterback and lose people in the end zone. They did a good job. That's great. That's good coaching on Jim Lewis's part and the defensive staff to show them those plays. But again, throughout the week, studying film, and the Wolf kid does a lot of great things.
Yep. Oh, you're chasing him a lot today. I mean, what was that like?
He's a big guy. When I had my opportunities, I tried to make the best of it, and felt like whenever he was pressured, he did a great job scrambling, and it was hard to catch him. So,
yep.
I mean, I talked to him after the game, and I wish him the utmost luck for the rest of his career, because he is going to be a hell of a player, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, can you talk about the two drastic measures that you guys had to cover? Last week you had to prepare for an aerial attack with Henderson State. Today you had to go ground and air with John Wolf. Talk a little bit about how you guys had to prepare for something like that, how you were able to at times contain it.
Yeah, that was big for us, but we played in so many games where the quarterback's been able to run and pass, so we just going against Bill and our offense, it's a lot like the same thing, and we just took advantage when the opportunity arose, and hopefully that we can continue on this journey, because we don't want to wake up from this journey, that's for sure.
You guys never gave up. I know that you had a couple stingers. You limped out there in the end of the first half. You had 2 sacks in the first half. Jeff was down, and he came back. I mean, it was one of those games where it looked like no matter how banged up you guys were, you guys just weren't going to come off the field very long.
Yeah, we just figured, battle now, rest tomorrow. I mean, you got to leave it all out there. I don't want to think, what would have happened, if I would have stayed out, or vice versa. And, when a big player like Jeff goes down, and we're not sure how serious it is, you got to step up. And I think a lot of guys did, and it was nice to see him come back on the field. And we're excited to rest for sure and get ready for our next opponent.
Talk about your teammate Riley Campson, who did a good job filling in today too.
Yeah, he's a stud. He was playing tackle, and they moved him to nose because he's so physical, and I have very, very much confidence for him. He's a very, very good player.
Dan, what was available on the field today? I mean, man, a lot of 2 touchdowns. Tell me about the touchdown plays, and then tell me about the one you dropped. And what was going through your mind after that one?
First touchdown was the post. Phil just put a great ball out there. They were playing us in man the whole game. if you want to man us up, I mean, we're just going to take advantage of our opportunities, try to stuff our run, and we take pride, just like Phil said, being able to be big receivers and make plays on the outside. Phil threw 2 great balls on both touchdowns, and I was just trying to make the play I could. I had a couple slip-ups there on the first play of the second half, should have been another touchdown, and then the last play, one of the last drives, I dropped that post over the middle too. So I just had short-term memory, let it go from my mind. The guys did a good job helping me put it away, and just tried to keep making plays when I could.
And you feel like you felt like you could beat the corners downfield, obviously, right? I mean, how were you running by me? What
yeah, I mean, they were trying to put hands on a little bit, but for the most part, it was just getting a good release and just running. I mean, when they try to put hands on, just get them off and then just run your route. But if they weren't doing that, they just run a route off them.
Dan, do you ever think that you'd have a season like this? I know when I talked with Coach Underwood in the preseason, he pointed you out as one of the most impressive players that he saw throughout the preseason and the fall, and here you are leading the team in touchdowns, and you've got over 500 yards receiving, and you're going on with this team in your senior year, and you're making a big impact for this team.
I mean, yeah, I expected it. We had a great fall camp. We worked hard all summer too. Everybody stayed up here, put the time in. But I can't just take all the credit. Our O-line's doing a great job giving Phil time. And Phil's throwing great balls. I'm just making my opportunities. That's what I'm there to do, is catch the ball. And luckily, I've been able to find the end zone a couple times. But, I mean, it's a team effort all day. And I'm not going to take any credit for just having one good season.
And Taylor, for yourself to come in, and it seems like time and time again, whenever you're called on, you come up with a big play, whether it's a possession receiver or the amazing over-the-shoulder catch you had and the touchdown today. Talk a little bit about your role and how you came to rise to the top today.
You know, just like Dan said, I just stepped up to the plate. You know, when my number's called, I'm there to make plays. You know, I was fortunate that Phil was throwing good footballs and the line was given time to do that, so I'm just thankful for that.
You guys have like a revolving door with wide receivers. It doesn't matter who goes down or who's hurt. I mean, you guys were without Eli, and then last week Bernard couldn't go, so you guys pick it up, and they double teamed and they focused on Damon today. So then Phil would just go to Dan and Taylor and anybody else who was open today. So talk a little bit about the commitment you guys have as a core of wide receivers. We'll go with Taylor.
You know, we're a team. You know, we're brothers. It's a brotherhood, so we just step up for each other.
Taylor, the response in the 51-yard TD there, I mean, how big was that?
Obviously, that was pretty huge for the team. I was fortunate enough to be in on that play, so Phil threw a good ball and just made a play.
Yeah. Phil, the first down run, keep the clock going there. I mean, you were doing a John Wolf there again. Huh? Yeah. What happened on that play?
I'm trying to remember the play. Was it a pass play?
No, you ran. You went to one side of the field.
Left, and then you
Oh, it was a pass.
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it kind of comes down to that, what Bo was saying, how they made anything on the field. They played a good coverage. They had the play that we had called to beat it. They had it schemed up pretty well. They had a good job having a good play in. And I made plays like that in the past. It's part of my game that I like to take some pride in. And, knowing that first down was huge, it was, it's all or nothing. It's about leaving on the field and making a big play when it has to come. Your numbers called, like they've been saying. I mean, it's what can you do in those situations to make good plays? And lucky enough, my offensive line again gave me enough time, and I got off the edge and luckily found a way to get first down.
Getting the kit back, what does that mean?
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, we won it the first 2 years that I've been playing. Actually, even my redshirt years, we had those first 3 years, and they took it last year. And it's always a great game. Every time we play Mankato State, it's a great game. It's a great environment, so it feels pretty good to take that kit. And every year it's going to be that way. We're glad it's on our side. We are.
Final question, please.
Kit for you, getting it back, Scott, what does it mean?
Well, I think it's a tangible item, as you look at it. But, moving on to, the next round of the playoffs, that was a big goal for us as we started the season. And certainly to have to play a fantastic team in Mankato and find a way to win, which I'm so proud of our team to be able to do that in all the phases. We had some ups and downs as everybody watched throughout the day, but we're able to rally to the top at the end.
Great. Thanks very much, guys.